Welcome to On the Chain.
Let's go to the insider because we have an insider here that has some key information for us. And so let's see here. Who is this insider that we're going to pull up? We got the article over here. So here it is. Let's share the screen and let's pull it up. Who's the insider? You know who the insider is? It is Brad Garlinghouse. So one thing that he said, and this is exactly what we're just referencing, and you take it from someone that's been around the space for an extended period of time. Brad Garlinghouse, that's right, of Ripple. He knows what's going on in crypto. He knows what's going on with XRP. But check this out. Days like today are never what you hope to see, especially in an industry with as much incredible talent as crypto. If you recently joined the industry and haven't seen a downturn like this, know that this too shall pass. Advice from someone who's seen a few downturns over the years. So yes, Brad Garlinghouse has been on the roller coaster. He's experienced the roller coaster and he's building and working in the space. Not only has he experienced the roller coaster, but he is taking the lead case for all crypto, for the entire crypto industry, as the SEC is coming after Ripple. Brad Garlinghouse is on the front lines. He's happy, he's ecstatic, and he's still expanding all over the world, bringing Ripple and Ripple Solution, RippleNet, to places far and wide all over this globe. Now, check this out. It's never easy, but there's a few key reasons why Ripple has weathered the cyclical bear markets. So let's take a look at what these few things are, because maybe we can all learn and maybe this will calm down some of the tense emotion that everybody's feeling right now. But he said, as we will do here and continue to grow, one, having an experienced exec team that has been through the dot-com bubble, 2008 financial crisis, 2018 crypto winter, and more. So think about that. Think about it. If you've been around and you saw the dot-com the dot-com bumblebee, the dot-com bubble back in 2000, then you saw the crash, the financial crisis, and the mortgage collapse of 2008, and then we entered the crypto winter in 2018. Now, that was kind of crazy too, because that was my first downturn in the crypto space. Now, getting in 2017 was exciting. And then 2018 was the other side of the cliff that you never expected to ever see. Now, Brad Garlinghouse continues, said, focusing on the long term, Ripple has been building enterprise products with long-term utility, not speculation. These are products that solve problems today, not ones in search of a problem. Now, it's interesting because Chip and I talk about this point all the time. Now, this is, I think, really, really, critical to highlight here, because there are a multitude of products within the crypto space right now. They built the product. They said, this is the solution. And then you say, well, what is it the solution for? There's, well, we're actually trying to figure out what the problem is that our solution, fits into. Now, Ripple has a actual solution to an actual problem, and we know what that problem is. It's moving money, it's cross-border payments, and their ODL, their on-demand liquidity, is the kingpin. So if you want some insider information, take it from Brad Garlinghouse. The ODL, the on-demand liquidity volume, is now well over $1 billion, right? That's for Q2. Over $1 billion, already surpassed its target 3 weeks before end of quarter. So that's massive, right? I mean, it's just unbelievable. So they're already ahead of target. Brad Garlinghouse, number 3, operating with transparency. As a holder of XRP, we believe communication and transparency, including our quarterly market reports, are key to being a responsible stakeholder in the crypto asset, in this amazing financial technology, right? We've been asking for regulatory clarity for years and been upfront about what is and isn't working. Years asking for regulatory clarity, and it has gone on and on and on. Think about how many years have gone by. Think about the time that all the expense that Ripple has spent up on Capitol Hill lobbying Congress, only to have fallen on deaf ears for the majority. However, there are those few that we've seen that have risen up to introduce bills Warren Davidson and Darren Soto and Ted Budd, to name a few. Obviously, we saw the latest crypto bill from Senator Loomis and Gillibrand, and we've talked about that. Actually, check out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We are going to be launching a short. It's about, I don't know, 10 minutes long, a little bit of a clip of us, of Chip and I, talking about Senator Loomis, and also the reference point that there's only one decentralized digital asset, and that's Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a commodity, while all others fall under different guidance and different rules per the senator. Now, we can all disagree with that statement. However, on the fortunate side, none of those ideas found its way into the bill, the 70-page long, bill. So you can kind of read through that if you can find it. Well, but anyhow, going back to Brad Garlinghouse, operating with transparency. I think this is really, really important. Okay, number 4, paying attention. Why are they paying attention? And who are they paying attention to? Maybe they're paying attention to the market. Maybe they're paying attention to all the people out there. What's happening now is not a small market gyration. We've been preparing for this with a significant cash balance, and thus can afford to keep hiring the best talent with a goal of 50%. Look at that. Why do you think their objective is 50% outside of the US? Many of the projects that they're building and orchestrating are actually outside of the US. Why? Because the crypto space, this new financial technology, isn't just a US centric product. It is a global product. And it is expanding, and it's a global product for the people. Not just, we don't want to see what the governments and the socialism and all that can do with this amazing product as they try to wrench it out of the hands of the people. But this is the product for the people. Now, Brad Garlinghouse continues, the market is likely, I'm tripping all over my words tonight. The market is likely going to shrink in the near term, but I and many others have every ounce of confidence that crypto will succeed in the future as an integral part of our global financial systems. Slow and steady win the race, and they're going after. So what does this mean? If the market's going to shrink in the near term, what kind of an impact is that going to have across the board? I mean, this is really, pretty, again, this gets back to where you can get a little nervous and say, hey, what exactly is going on here? But Ripple isn't alone, and there's many others within this space. And again, we're experiencing a little bit of a downturn to what's happening here. Before we go, this is an interesting tweet kind of popped up. Didn't plan on talking about this, but Rosalind Layton, who's international tech policy. Let's open up again. Let's look at. I hate how the pop up. Then you can't really see. International Tech Policy, U.S., China, EU, Aalborg University, Copenhagen. But anyhow, so she said, Judge Knepper may order the SEC to provide the internal documents on Hinman's infamous speech. This could expose the SEC's market deception. Look at this. This could expose the SEC's market deception and force a settlement with Ripple. It's either going to force a settlement or it's going to force a decision, one way or the other. But the SEC keeps stacking up one negative thing after another. The SEC they're just not able to stack up any wins. Why? Because they're making it up as they go along, and it is extremely, extremely diabolic. Diabolic and negative on a global scale. And so, anyhow, I like this. Jack the Ripper, the XRP price is falling while everything in the ecosystem is growing. We've seen a lot of that. We've seen a lot of the XRP numbers that keep dropping and dropping. But Kenny Nguyen, thanks, Brad. I'll share this tweet with the Vietnamese finance minister in my meeting. I love your facts. Spot on. Awesome that Kenny Nguyen is going to have this meeting with the Vietnamese finance minister and be able to share some of this information directly from the insider, the real insider, Brad Garlinghouse, bringing us, some really, really critical information. Now, here you have XRP, Crypto Wolf. The previous bear market was one of the worst experiences that has molded us and prepared us for many market crashes. Nothing that phases us now. So you think about man, 2018, 2019, 2020, until the markets really started to churn again. There was a lot of downturn. And the thing is, now is accumulation time, right? So you look at everything that's out there, and you take it from someone that's been in, someone that's seen the ups, the downs, and the indifference.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.